So if there's something where it's weird and you're like, that seems way too convoluted to just change it to 3 years, we technically don't have to do all that convoluted stuff in this.
Well, this is from VLCT though.
Okay,
So that's different than, this is from Vermont League Cities and
Okay.
Towns. So,
I mean, that was the organization that put it all together.
right, but they're giving us this,
Okay,
this,
Recommendation.
yeah, thank you. I'm
Okay.
like, what's the word I want? Process, recommendation,
cool.
but seems like a lot to just change it to 3 years.
Yeah, it seems like you have the authority to do so, but you have to warn the public. I don't know.
I mean, I was just reading the newspaper today and they put a bunch of different things in there like, hey, this is proposed changes or law statutes that are being amended. Like we could put them in News and Citizen.
It's costing money. I don't know. Let's leave it at 1. We'll just leave it at 1 for now. And let's revisit this before we do this next year. And if we need to, like, maybe make it a 2-year one next year, we can
Okay.
do this appropriate procedure maybe.
Okay.
But for now, let's just make it simple. Former town auditor. The town audit, that, I think we were checking with Jen on that, right?
I'm at the-
For the signature.
Oh, yeah, Jen, can you hear us?
We'll see if she comes down.
Basically on that one, it says. It's through 2027, the 3-year contract ends with audit of FY 2027. So it said that this term was expiring and I think it was 2024.
Correct.
So we're wondering if that should be moved to 2027. Or how long is our
The new
contract good for, basically? No, it says, Jen, you're connecting to audio, so we'll circle back with you. Or you can call or text our cell phone or something,
Drop something in the chat.
or you can drop something in the chat. First constable, I haven't followed up with the sheriff's department or anything on that.
Okay,
But still just Dave Gagne,
Okay.
the question of in what capacity. Assistant Animal Control Officer. I have that highlighted, appointed by Select Board 2/14/2023. So. it's
that
just
was
ongoing.
Dean, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
so I don't know whether that's highlighted, but just bring attention to it.
okay.
Then a couple ones, he said just fill in the blanks for the vacancies.
Okay.
For town admin, chair and vice chair.
Perfect,
So Lemoyle FiberNet, I put in Savannah,
okay,
and then as alternate, I put in Alex.
Okay.
For Lemoyle County Planning Commission Technical Advisory Committee alternate, I put Chastity. For GMATV representative, I put Alex.
Okay.
And I think that was it. They each got one role and then got alternate, I think.
okay,
Planning Commission, we have 1 vacancy now, Bob Malbon resigned,
yep,
so
okay.
6 out of 7 there. Development Review Board, Bob Melbon resigned.
Mhm.
We had changed it to a 5-member board. So by having 6 members before, we were over it, so now we're back where we're supposed to be.
Oh, okay,
So we can just have no change there and just accept his resignation. Unless the board wants to increase the member count, which is big.
yeah, no, that's fine, okay, great.
I highlighted the town finance committee
Okay.
in red and made the changes that we noted. Basically, it's all the people, select board chair, treasurer, administrator, finance director, and Gary Anderson.
Okay.
It's inactive.
Yep.
Energy committee, there are 2 vacancies. I have a 5-member board, so they still have a quorum, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
And the LCSW MD representative, Waste District. Need to confirm the.
Oh, the
term.
term, yeah,
Yep, I have not circled back with Kim on that one.
okay,
It's been 3 years, okay, we can make amendments if needed. but,
sure, yep, okay,
So with all of that here. The only change. As presented is delinquent tax collector is gonna remain 1 year for now,
mhm,
and that was it.
perfect,
Besides the follow-ups.
right, okay,
I'll circle. Follow up with Jen about the auditor's contract.
Okay.
And with Kim about the term,
term for one.
and with that. Bring attention to the 911 coordinator, we brought up at the last one, but just to confirm.
It's Alex.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, right, 9, yes, that's true. And then rules and procedure, we can approve this,
Yes, I recommend making a motion to approve the slate of officers as amended
okay,
prior to doing the rules of procedure.
oh, okay, sorry.
I make a motion to approve the slate of officers as amended.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstained. Okay. Perfect. I'm not gonna move along. Let me get my hands slapped. Justin keeps me in line.
Okay, now.
Okay. Now the rules and procedure. Yes, rules of procedure, excuse me. Remind me what we amended last time.
The recordings and minutes
That's
shall
right.
be online for 5 years.
That's right. Okay. So do I have a motion to? Does everybody have a copy of it?
I don't know if it's
Okay.
one.
If you want to see what we amended, that was when we decided on the minutes and videos for the website. So if I can have a motion to approve those,
Effective March.
effective March 11th, please.
I'll make the motion.
Perfect. Do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstained, wonderful. Thank you, Justin. Okay, the broom and sweeper, I'm telling you to sign. Quotes. Are you coming up or both of you?
So I had one that was sent over this afternoon.
Oh, there we go. What we got?
So we got is we were in a shared room. For
Okay.
Village of Hyde Park.
Okay,
We share our chipper and a room with from the Village of Hyde Park.
okay,
The Village of Hyde Park bought a new tractor and the room doesn't fit it anymore. The room that we had, we shared really has 0 value to it. It's really not. really
Okay.
valued that much. But it will not fit on the new tractor, so we won't be able to. And we always use the village tractor when we use the room.
okay, I was like,
It won't
why are
fit
we
on
buying it? Okay, got it.
Like an oversized white lawnmower. pretty much.
Okay. Okay,
It's like a, I don't know, it's a 4 foot. I don't know what the width of that room, but like a 4 foot room.
okay,
So that leaves us with all of our intersections. We don't really have a room to sweep our intersections this year
What would you put this on?
on our John Deere tractor.
on the
Kind
tractor,
of
yeah.
hook onto our front bucket. And put it that. And I wouldn't put it in the capital plan, it was just.
Yeah, it's not here.
Dead, we could get, put a lot.
I was gonna say they last for a long
Yeah,
time,
you
right?
should be able to get a while out of it. There were some cheaper ones out there, but we found out we've got a John Deere broom. And we couldn't find parts and pieces for it. We had a heck of a time last year for it,
Okay,
and that didn't. So this is a sweep throughs are very well known, you get parts and pieces everywhere.
okay,
So I'd rather go spend a little bit more to get something that we can actually get fixed if we need to get
Yeah.
fixed.
okay. So will we share this with the village? No, because this won't fit there.
Could be just-
This is just us. Okay, okay. Okay. And have we talked to Jen about money?
Not really.
She probably, can she hear? She's still connecting. She's still connecting. Because I love what you guys all did with the capital plan, kind of moving ahead, but this is time to maybe kind of segue towards that. Because you guys did a lot on that. That's
The capital, plan, it's
awesome.
just really hard to get away from it. Once you start pushing,
Right,
then we're creating
It's
2
just-
years or 3 years,
yeah.
everything's all jammed together.
yeah,
And now you got some big bills that, how are we gonna pay for it?
but the new plan looks really good, I think. I mean, without a lot of
Yeah.
trouble down the line, so to speak. So this is something that we need, right? There's no really way around it, unfortunately.
Right, and it's like a week out, the broom is like a week, 3 to 5 days out, as far as getting it, so it's not far out, but we're gonna
Okay.
get very, well, hopefully very quickly.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have any more
Mhm.
snow to plow.
4 to 5 weeks out?
3 to 5
Days.
days.
Oh.
I know, we never hear that. Years, months, yeah.
What, how much is the quote for?
$11,895.
11,000.
It's in Alex, they're in Alex's report.
Oh, Jen, can you hear us now? Or can we hear you?
Yes,
Hello,
hi.
we're talking about the sweeper. Do you know anything about the sweeper?
Yes,
Okay, do you have?
I haven't seen official quotes, but yes, I know.
Okay, do you?
I-
Go ahead.
I don't have anything to add. I talked to Mark about his budget and things that he's underspent in.
Okay,
But we didn't wrap up funding. I would imagine he has some savings in fuel, depending on his next fuel delivery.
yeah,
And he hasn't spent very much in small equipment.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, we have about 7,200 left in small equipment.
oh,
Yeah.
So I'd say between Jen and I, definitely could find it in the budget.
I was just gonna say, I mean, just with that alone, because I mean, there's not much time left for this year. Do you have any other small equipment needs you can think of that would,
You know?
besides, I mean, we can call this small equipment, right? I mean, it's.
John Deere tractor unit.
Yeah, right.
Is the old broom, you said it's not worth anything to us, but like it can be sold or,
It could be, I mean, we'll have to talk to Bill, because joint, I don't know what they're
Yeah.
planning with it, but. I don't think you get 4,500 bucks just with that too, I mean, if we're talking.
gotcha.
Overall, you know, I don't think you're gonna get.
So it's literally worth,
Yeah, it's really not. Maybe worth.
yes. Okay. Okay, so does anyone have any thoughts, questions?
There's the money.
Between that and then the interest gain off of this thing, that might make up for some of it as well. Or this guy.
Oh, I know. Yes. Jen's
Cause that's another
always investing.
11 right there.
Yeah, exactly. But that's fire.
But that's the fire department.
That's fire
It's different.
department.
Okay, so if we're investing from the fire department bucket, like that interest can only be used in that bucket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Ryan wouldn't be happy if he took from his fire department budget.
What have I handed the envelope?
Valid. Touche. Good answer. Actually, Jen, did I speak out? I might have spoken out of turn. Is that true, what I just said about the interest for the fire department? That really does stay in their budget, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Before I make sure I wasn't speaking out.
Who is this from?
Here.
Hi. I think if you have money and you need it,
Okay.
I will make a motion to approve the purchase, thank you.
Mhm.
The sweeper from NEFS for $11,895.
Great. Do I have a second?
A second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Alright,
Aye. Opposed, abstained. Okay, great. Perfect.
And another quick thing, the new truck should be here within probably 5 days.
Okay.
Danny was wondering if Allegiance was wondering if we could pay before the 30th because they got to do another interest payment on it. I did the final inspection today. They're waiting for some paint to dry on it and
Okay.
it's got to go from Viking, who does the body and the plow setup, to Clark's to get inspected and washed and it's ours.
Okay.
So they thought it'd be out within the next 2 days, but they were just inquiring if we could make sure he did a check before the 30th.
Okay. We can go see Miss Jen.
The check's in the warrant, Chastity, if you can sign that invoice,
Oh,
it's
okay.
flagged for you,
Okay.
because it's over 20,000.
Oh, I didn't see it flagged for me. Okay.
Mark, do you wanna pick it up for me tomorrow instead of me sending it, or?
Yes, but I'll go meet him and go over it real quick and I just need,
Okay.
I think I need permission from the board to sign for it. I signed for all the others, but I don't remember having.
It's right here.
I can have a copy of the signed one for you. For
No,
tomorrow.
signed for the truck. I think no,
I don't think we've ever voted on that before.
I never.
Whenever we've bought anything, I don't feel like we've ever.
I'll sign for it.
Well, you voted for it a
We
while
can
ago.
Definitely, if you feel comfortable, we can do that, but I
I don't-
don't think we've ever had to do that for any other equipment.
Hmm.
Do you remember
I don't
ever?
remember.
getting-
I just know I signed for it, but I don't remember. For some reason, I want to say the board authorized me to sign for the truck.
I mean,
I'll make the motion to authorize you to sign for the truck.
okay, do we have a second? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, and perfect. Easy enough. Okay, anything else?
Is there a grader?
No,
No?
no.
Underneath the finance memo section. Jen's gonna talk about.
Oh. just gonna talk about it. I mean, we could talk about it now, so you don't have to wait.
If you want to, I'll be-
Let's do that, then you don't have to leave, yeah. Jen, we're gonna talk about the grader now since Mark's here,
Okay,
and then he doesn't have to wait around. So. Thank you very much for doing the capital plan, that was great. Much appreciated by all of you. Okay, let's talk about it. What's everybody's concerns? Questions? I know this was,
Just FY 35, that's a long ways out, but if we follow this plan.
right, this will probably be updated every year.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully not every year, but
But I
hopefully,
totally understand if you push one thing out one year and you have repairs and then you just start in trouble.
Mm-hmm,
Could be in worse trouble,
right.
so.
And the only thing that was really pushed, right, was Ryan's truck, right?
No, they brought it back.
Oh, you brought it back?
Mhm.
Where's mine?
So it sounds like the emission standards go into effect. The year
Okay,
that we were going to purchase the truck, so that's 25 grand right there. And then we can factor in 6% each year for an increased cost of a new purchase.
okay,
So those two things combined, we're looking at $68,000 that we were just kind of throwing out the window by bumping on here. So we brought it back forward.
okay.
I don't have the whole detailed thing on the grader anymore, but like,
I think it's under.
Yeah,
is it under here?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about a grader, but is this all is all this equipment standard on a grader? Is all of it needed?
Very much.
Okay. So like the dual controls, joystick controls that's needed?
Yep,
Okay.
I was told that the controls are like if you're jumping in a standard and an automatic, like it's completely different.
Yeah.
So you need to have what you're used to, right?
well, everything's one joystick anyway, like, pretty quick, we're not gonna go lower with the steering wheel. Everything-
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
everything's going that way.
okay.
But we think maybe there's a possibility we can get more trade in if we sell it outright.
Outright.
No,
Possibly.
possibly.
Which, if the board would approve the purchase, then I'd say hurry up, get on, see. I know there's a guy local that I got told from John Deere to have, look at it, if he's interested in a job, in a grader. But I don't wanna waste everybody's time till I know that we're gonna get rid of it, so. Then we can see. I think we settled with what the trade-in value was, just so we had a solid, this is what we're gonna get.
Sure.
Possible we can get a little bit more for it, but we're not. 100%, I don't wanna keep it when the new grader's here, I don't wanna have two graders sitting in here,
No,
2 years,
yeah,
so.
What time of year, like, when do we usually use the grader? What, like, just in the spring, summer?
All year
all
long.
year
Oh, we
long.
use it in the winter too?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And we wing back with it in winter.
Oh, okay, that
Run
makes
the
sense.
system of, out of the Garfield road we get, we call hog trolley, wheel ruts, and we'll have to go up and
I don't know.
cut the ice.
I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm asking. I don't know.
It seems weird to have a grader in the winter.
I know, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you use a grader for in the winter? I don't know.
Yeah,
But to push our snowbanks
Okay,
back.
well, that makes sense. I'm just asking.
yeah.
It's a year-round piece of equipment or what, I don't know.
If we don't run it, you'll know, I can promise you. The phone will ring.
So
Wow.
would we be able to put forward a motion so that when we do get it, could we look into that second option of selling it rather than the trade-in?
If we approve the grader to purchase, he will try to sell it instantly, like
Cool.
tomorrow, if he would start advertising it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would happen.
how
Yeah.
long
Sooner than
would it
later.
take to get here, if we got a new one? Remember?
I don't remember, that was like,
Hey, I got a question for you guys. What's wrong with our current grader? Is it just old, outdated?
yes,
All the above. Okay,
How many
so
Kev wants to know how many hours are on the grader.
had it, I thought, wanted quite often.
5971.
no, it's more than that, isn't it?
You want to say it again, Mark? You're too far away from the mic. You sound muffled.
We're looking.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Traded,
About an
yeah,
hour?
69.71. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Yes.
Got a lot of hours.
Technically, you're not supposed to be able to have comment, Ally, so,
I was just asking questions.
yeah. Okay, so.
The
Anything-
delivery would be 3 months from now, is what they had said originally last time. I don't know if you guys were still wondering.
Good.
Thank you.
The delivery time's 3 months. And if like somebody local is able to get it, what do we do in those 3 months?
We don't
We
sell
use it.
We
You just hold it off until it arrives? Okay.
We won't let them take it.
Does the interested municipality currently have a grader? The person who's interested, do they currently have a grader? And is it a town or?
It's a road commission board and.
Okay.
They don't have a temper.
Are we still feeling doubtful?
I just, I've heard that it has, Matt made the comment too, that it has low hours. But Mark was saying that it's like rusting really bad, so I just am torn that. We either could put lots of money into it, or we just, we have this capital plan that. Ultimately keeps our equipment, so we're not putting money into it,
Right.
so.
Yeah, and that, Jim put a lot of work into this, it puts us looking really good for 10 years and
With not a lot of increase, which
I know.
which I was shocked at.
I know, I mean,
didn't think it was gonna
there's a
come.
lot that, we could really, it gives us 10 years to really
Mhm.
figure things out,
Yeah, I was really happy because
That's
that's
what
why I
I'm
was
saying, I
kind of
mean-
pushing for the plan and I was,
yeah, it looks really good,
yeah.
without compromising anything else,
Yeah, exactly. And with what, an increase of roughly 20K per year? That's not a lot at all.
We're gonna have to pay that admissions or something, right, if you don't do
Right,
something here, so.
yeah, everything will go up, which you put that into account in the future, right?
Yeah.
So we're already gonna be paying that later on, so.
Mhm. It's only 2 more payments on the excavator.
And then she said something about.
yeah, there was something she
paid
said
it.
about paying something off and doing something.
What if we pay off the front loan on the excavator,
Right,
because we'd save money over the next 2 years.
yep.
Yeah.
Over the next 2 years, we'd save what, like $5,200?
Mhm. Mhm. We don't want. That's quite a bit of savings.
And I'd rather, I don't know, have one loan instead of 2 loans, because if you did that, you'd have 2.
And there's no prepayment penalties, right, Jen? You said.
Yeah, it says
that's
there's no-
important.
So in the memo that I provided to you today,
Yep.
Tina gave me the payoff quote. It's $82,248.16 with a per diem, $3.60 a day.
Yeah.
I don't know as though we necessarily need to do that, but yeah. It might be better to do that, save a little bit and
I save something.
our debt down. I definitely think we should try to do maybe some mixed financing
Yeah,
because the rates are so high.
yeah,
I just don't know about the MELF loan. if we were to go for one, the next time would be June 1st. It wouldn't quite be here in time for the purchase. But, there's definitely options we can consider. Especially if we get, a higher trade value.
So. I think the first thing is Mark needs to talk to this person that is interested. And come back to us with what he wants, so that we can decide.
I don't wanna go waste everybody's time.
Right.
I know, but I think
So
that,
we need to decide first, I think. Cause if we don't,
well, I mean, I think that. We can tentatively say that like. But it's gonna determine if we sell it outright or trade, right? Well,
We'll
no,
just take less money.
right,
Well, you'd have to go out to bid anyway.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're gonna do
true.
a trade, you have to go out to bid, so it's not gonna be,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
definitely let this guy know. That we're going out to bid, but we're not gonna go, hey, what you give me, and then the guy down the street would have gave you 10,000 more, it's gotta go out to bid.
Yeah,
right.
But I think the first thing is to agree on the purchase, then. Agree on, go out to bid. With, we don't get over what they get for trade, we'll trade.
Right. Yep,
But that's why we got the solid trade number in here to go by.
so quiet. Thoughts, comments on it?
You said that, John Deere would mark it up 10%, correct?
Yeah, on it.
To sell.
Yeah, they want to sell.
So we're looking at,
They advised me if I was gonna sell, he might have 10%.
Okay,
so that's $7,500. With the 3-month lead time, I'd be concerned that maybe he finds another grader to get through the summer season and can't wait. It may just be safer to take the 75 trade-in. If we move forward with the purchase. We don't wanna throw $7,500 out the window, but just given the large amount of time between purchase and delivery. I'd be concerned that a lot of circumstances could change.
Anything happens to it, could lower the value.
Sure.
not true.
The 10% markup. What was that?
If John Deere takes it, that's what they'd mark it up if they tried to sell it.
Okay.
Which is probably a good estimation of what we could get if we went out to bid.
Exactly.
In those 3 months of time, how many more lifetime hours would you be thinking that would add? And how much could that affect the
Depends on the weather.
price either
It's
way?
really up in the air, I don't know what, the most it's on the roads in the spring. They go over everything, get everything shaped back up. And it's all weather.
It's 15 years old, right?
But the trade is set.
Yeah.
So that would change.
$500 a year.
And we would retain the equipment, but we took delivery of the new one.
Calculator out, watch out.
Nope. Yeah, we're 64.
Yeah.
So not too many hours.
Like 200.
Oh, you didn't average.
Mhm.
Okay, guys. What do we want to do?
I think he brings up a good point of it being like in the air, if we're relying on having like a local buyer rather than the trade-in value. And as others brought up, like things could happen in those 3 months of interim time that could either reduce the value or trade in, or you could find another one.
Well, no, the trade-in
The
is,
trade-in,
the trade-in value is
No,
definite.
that's what
right?
that's what I'm saying is that like if something happened in between, like this is
Oh,
that number, but like
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
local buyer
I
could close.
misunderstood you. Oh, okay, got it. Do we want to buy them? Or are you still on the fence?
No, I'm kind of on the fence to buy it right now. Kind of jumped over that side.
to buy it.
Yeah.
I did too after seeing the capital plan. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
did too. The capital plan really helped me.
It helped me too, and that's why I'm so grateful that they got it done, because
Mhm.
that was my issue big time prior to joining the board. We were talking about this and
Just not being able to see the financials.
yeah, it just felt, and we just weren't sure about it. We were really hesitant and we hadn't had an updated plan in a while. So I had, asked these guys to really jump on it, and this made me feel a lot better about our, about our future investments in equipment.
Excellent.
Me too.
So it definitely did turn my view as well, because I was feeling not wanting it either. Maybe wanting it, but didn't want to do it yet.
Not being able to afford it.
Yeah, exactly. And Jen's finance work that she put together on the payments and the trade-in and potential paying off the excavator loan, just all of it laid out really helped appease me a little more, but I'm one person, so.
I mean, I also
You
think
know.
like proper maintenance of the roads will also prevent a lot of potential other costs from coming in, or incidents or accidents.
Yep.
So I'm for buying it.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Nicole, are you still on the, it's okay.
You guys grade my road like once a week. I'm good with it.
I drive on no roads that get graded, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just had to fork over, not me personally, but a very large bill to fix a road that I haven't even got yet, and I'm very nervous about it, so.
I mean, I think that we've kind of,
I did.
we've talked
I
about
could have used
this.
the grader then, is what I'm saying.
I don't know, I just feel like
Get
we've
this one
talked
to the
about
town
this
then.
All right.
long enough,
I'm gonna make a
so.
motion to go ahead with buying the grader.
I'll second.
For the 75.
Well,
Wait, do
what's the plan with do we want to go with do we want to put it out to bid, or do we want to just
Right.
go the safe bet and do the
75.
trade-in?
Safe
I
bet.
would rather do the safe bet and do the trade-in, because if something happens to that one in the meantime, we would be, I feel like the safe bet is just gonna be to, I just feel, I mean, what happens if that thing just like dies?
Mhm.
Or, okay, so here's my question.
I know, right?
Here's the question. If that thing dies like next week, you go to them tomorrow and say, look, we're gonna go ahead with this, but we're gonna put it out to bid. And that thing dies next week, we're out that money. We're not getting that quote, right?
Right.
So that scares me.
Well, honey, it's not gonna die.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, he already says it's having issues.
Either way, you're gonna have to fork out the
Right.
money if it does.
I know,
True.
but I'm
We're not
just
gonna keep
saying,
it dying.
True.
I'm just saying, we're gonna have to put money into, I'm just saying, like, at least this way, we may have to put a little bit of money into getting it to get us through the next 3 months, but at least this way we know that they're gonna give us the 7,500, whereas if somebody's
75,000.
looking at 75,000, I mean, if somebody's looking at buying it and they know that we just, like, they might not want to buy it. Makes me nervous.
So you're pro trade-in.
I'm pro trade-in, I think. Makes me feel more comfortable. Because we have to hold on to it for the next 3 months and it's a busy time.
Mhm.
That's what makes me nervous.
Do you have thoughts on that? Comments on that? Just
How do you feel
curious.
about that?
Yeah,
Trade it.
okay.
Cool.
That's the thing that makes me the most comfortable,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, then do you wanna make that motion with the trade?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you seconded it, okay? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, staying. Did it.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for all the work on.
You can come back sometime when you're not asking for us to buy.
I know.
That would be great.
Next time, bring us something out.
Yeah,
Like.
you could bring us like candy or something.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Good.
Thank you.
Jeez, thank you.
So motion to purchase a grader from John Deere with a trading value of 75,000.
Correct.
I don't have the purchase price.
It's all in June. Yeah,
Use that.
it's in the one she did today, if you wanna get those details. We'll talk about that, Jen. Okay. TA 60 annual financial plans?
Are you guys familiar with the TA 60?
No.
So this is just a statement saying that in our budget, we raise the equivalent or greater to $300 per mile of class 1, 2, and 3 roads. We looked at the budget, we confirmed it.
Oh,
Just a
okay,
resolution.
okay,
I just need a motion.
okay.
If you want to see it, it is.
I'm sure we've probably done this every year, but I just didn't sound familiar to me.
Yes, I've seen this before.
Yep.
I make a motion, for Alex to sign the. Thank you. PA 60.
I will second.
Hey, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstain. Perfect. Okay, certificate of compliance.
Another annual document.
Okay.
The select board certifies that we do have an up-to-date highway network inventory, which identifies the location, size, deficiencies, conditions of roads, bridges, causeways, culverts, and highway-related retaining walls on class 1, 2, and 3 roads.
Okay,
So again, just a motion to sign on to it.
okay,
I'll make the motion for Alex to sign this. Compliance, for the town road and bridge standards.
perfect.
I'll
So,
second.
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstain. Great. Okay, grant updates. Ron's not on, but this is great and Alex, just so everyone's kind of aware, Alex has been working with Ron. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Ron's getting Alex all up to speed on all the grants that are currently out there. And you're gonna slowly be positioned to take over all of this stuff, correct? So,
It seems like it's happening rapidly.
is it happening rapidly?
We've had plenty of meetings with myself, Ron, and Jen,
Great,
and I'm starting to see with the contractors and project managers.
okay, great,
So all these things are.
okay, cool, great, okay. That's. And. I don't think I have any questions on these, because there really wasn't kind of change from last time.
I am meeting with Doug Weber
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay,
We're gonna go visit the homeowners.
oh,
for the
great,
Johnson Street Extension Project.
awesome,
I have all of their easement offers and packets ready to go, so we're gonna go talk with
Wow.
them, see if they're ready to accept. Those have been reviewed by Dave, and they're good to go.
oh, awesome, okay, moving along, then. You really are moving rapidly. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so warrants and finance, let's,
Okay, so let's make it out.
I know, I've got so much of it out. Okay. So. Well, has everyone signed the warrants,
Except for the one, yeah.
except for what I need to sign?
Mhm. I think it was the yellow sticker.
Okay, so do we want a motion to approve those?
I move that we approve the warrants.
Okay,
I'll second.
perfect. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstain. Okay, Jen, I see you found a investment proposal for us again.
Yeah, before the rates start dipping.
Yeah,
We're going to get the Vermont Bond Bank proceeds for the fire truck, and we already have 110,000 from the MELF loan. So in the investment pack, the projected cash reserves are dollars available for investment.
yeah,
And they're just the fund balances for all of the different reserves. And I split it out by time allocation and dollars available for investment, and totaled it out to $750,000. We're gonna do 500,000 for 3 months and 250,000 for 6. And you can see the split by the time allocation
awesome.
for each reserve. The majority of the 3 months is the fire department vehicles. And Ryan said the truck is being pushed back until July, so we'll have the money back in time in case we need it.
Okay.
And I reached out to 5 banks. The next page is the scenarios of projected estimate of return for each, and the T-bills through M&T came in with the highest yield for return. And I'm just curious if you guys would like to make a motion to invest in the T-bills with M&T.
I don't know, guys, we wanna make a motion to earn
Or
some
we
money?
Yeah,
I
I
make
make,
a-
yeah, go ahead, Stan.
I make a motion to invest in the T-bills through M&T Bank. By
Can I-
that,
Can I just ask a question first? It's nothing bad. So with this money, it just goes back into like the fire department reserve or something? How does that work? Okay, I just was curious.
Well,
On the projected cash reserve where I'm splitting it out, on the far right, the percentage of interest benefit is what it is split out into. And now I'm realizing I'm looking at that and it doesn't equal 100, but the the essentially it's whatever percentage of the investment is being used, it will go to that reserve.
Okay,
So
okay, thank you.
yes.
make the motion to invest in T-bills through M&T Bank, 500,000 for 3 months and 250,000 for 6 months.
perfect. And a second?
No second.
Great. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, staying. Awesome. Thank you, Jen. That's awesome. Okay, and the highway capital plan, we, obviously I looked at that, in great detail, and again, thank you for doing all that. How'd your meeting with the auditors go?
I have to have a final draft of FY24 done by Monday. So my life is audit for the rest of the week, other than wrapping up
Would be.
this stuff.
Okay.
Because of our federal single audit that we had to do, it's like a requirement for the federal government that they submit it by the 31st. And I just got it Thursday, so.
Oh, Jen, okay. Okay, well, Scott just walked in from the ambulance. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. So. Do we want to, I think we should pay off the excavator. What do you guys think?
Yeah, save that interest money.
Okay,
I think we should too,
okay.
if we're able to.
So Jen, that's what we'd like to do. I don't know. Do you want us to make a motion for that or do we want to wait? We would like to pay off the excavator loan.
Then I would make a motion.
Okay.
Do you want me to do a special warrant?
No. Well, do I? Sure. No, you're in audit time. No, do it after your audit.
Well, it's $3 a day.
I know. Yeah, but your times are in.
I don't mind doing it. I would just need you to sign, Chastity. So,
Okay, well, I'm in Utah till Monday.
Monday?
I come back Monday night. Can Savannah sign?
If you authorize her to do so, yes.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. I'll make the motion to pay off the excavator loan and give Savannah the authorization to sign the warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, abstained. Perfect. Okay. And Scott Griswold just showed up, Jen, so if you wanna come on up, Sarah, it's perfect timing, we're running late, so.
So here to, sign the 25-26 ambulance services bill between the 5 towns and Newport ambulance. Was approved at all 5 town meetings. You're to do a 4 signature of Johnson next week, so everybody can sign, and so we'll sign, they'll get you a copy back, or I'll do some.
Okay.
Original. Contract with the signatures from all 5 towns.
Okay.
And your On the contract, it states. The Hyde Park, $146,681, which should be what was approved with town meeting.
Yep,
So,
we can sign away. And this is Alex Goddard, our new town administrator,
Nice to meet you.
and this is Lance Van Vogelpool, our new board
Nice to meet
member.
Nice to meet you.
Did we need a motion for you to sign that or no?
No, because it was already approved at town meeting.
Because it said action item, so I didn't know. Okay,
Some down to it.
making sure that Justin doesn't.
Do you want a motion?
It said action item on the,
It hurts.
Okay,
it said action item on the paper, I just
Right?
know.
I put it down here because I think you guys would be signing something and you.
okay, let's
He's
do
over
what
there.
Justin says.
Okay, so I move that Chastity sign the agreement with. Newport Ambulance.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, good thing no one abstained. Opposed, I mean.
Thank you. We're constantly striving to try to keep your costs down. So last week we were awarded a 100% grant from Efficiency Vermont, to change all the lighting from fluorescent to LEDs in the station. So this is $7,850 that we don't have to pay for. So we'll
Nice.
continue trying to do those things. Okay.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Anytime it says action item, I try to make sure.
Justin appreciate.
Look down there so you don't see evil eye from Justin.
Okay,
Back to Jen, on the
Sure.
question of the. Slate of officers
oh,
audit term, the contract with the auditors, does that end FY 2027?
Can I get back to you?
Yeah.
she's thinking.
I'll check what the extended contract is.
Thank you.
I'll email you.
Jen, do you have anything more for us?
Nope.
Perfect.
Do you want me to stay on or
No,
upcoming?
rest up for your audit, unless you want to stay on.
Alex, do you want me for the animal control stuff or no?
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Have a good night.
Night. Okay, Alex, you're up.
So the animal control officer procedure policy,
Okay,
this is something that Jen started drafting. Out of a recognized need to more formalize the process.
okay,
So she sent me over all of her notes. I compiled it onto one paper. We worked together, edited them. It essentially takes the ACO and the municipality from admission to discharge of a dog.
okay, great, okay,
So there's also some verbiage in there. Some checks and balances of that. Making sure that the town clerks and the municipal office are being looped in to check for animal licenses. A directive to issue a citation that we could waive after they register their dog or get it vaccinated. In general, I think in general, both have agreement that we should review all the ACO policies and redo our ordinance, something I chatted with Ally about a
Okay.
few days ago. She has some suggestions for our ordinance that she'd like to see changed.
okay, I was just gonna ask if
So,
you'd seen this,
Yeah,
okay,
she hasn't seen this
Oh,
document
okay.
specifically,
okay,
but I'll go over that with her.
oh, perfect, okay,
But we do plan to connect in the future and look at the ordinance together.
okay, great, okay.
That's all the rules that
I know,
they've been through.
laid out.
Yeah, this is good.
Do we know if this is similar to other town? I'm just curious. Similar to other towns,
Yeah,
or
I
do we
think we're
know?
special because we have the relationship with the kennel.
Oh, true, right,
Basically like the rules of putting a dog in a kennel.
right, so yeah, we
Right,
are,
which is one of our more frequent, interactions. that we have.
sure, yeah.
I envision that this singular policy, which captures multiple things in the future, might be split out. Have more individualized policies.
Okay.
But right now, it's a great catch-all.
Right, yeah. So do we need to approve this? Probably, huh?
Never hurts to make a motion.
I think we should. Because this is a relatively new procedure. So, yeah, you guys, do you wanna make a motion?
I make a motion to adopt the animal control officer procedures, expectations and general guidelines.
Okay, do I have a second?
1 second.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstain. Cool, thanks for doing that. Okay, oh, and then. So the ordinance for the violations, are we gonna?
That just found this past week or two?
I'm sorry?
Was it the 40 dogs that we were referring to?
No, this has been an ongoing
Yeah.
situation for
Yeah.
quite some time.
Yeah.
But it is apparently coming to a head.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it a while ago.
Yeah.
Before you, yeah.
Like, is it a puppy mill?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. So in your executive summary, there's a quick blurb on the topic. Essentially, I received these from Ally, who's on the line. These are municipal ordinance violations. They range from 50 counts, no rabies vaccination, 50 counts, insufficient food and water, failure to obtain a breeding license, and 50 counts of unregistered dogs. In total, this is $5,700 worth of citations. When I first received this, I thought that we should definitely discuss it in a select board meeting because it is pretty aggressive enforcement action. I was able to connect with Sergeant Watson from the Lamoille County Sheriff's yesterday or the day before. He explained that both him and Ally have gone out. They've offered solutions. They've offered remedies for what we call voluntary compliance. It's his view that these citations are completely legitimate and that they're necessary
Okay,
to ensure that we have compliance here. So. Ally, I don't know if you had anything.
just gonna ask you, yeah, Ally, do you wanna add anything?
No, I think Alex covered it all. Like Dean and I spoke with you at a previous session. We haven't done anything really on our own with this. Watson's been involved from the beginning, and it was under his direction that to get some action done and to get a response from the owner that issuing tickets would be the correct way to proceed.
Then that string of emails that went to all of us.
Have you had any more interaction, Ally?
There has been zero communication between the owner and Dean and I, but there has been communication between us and the barn owner.
Got it.
It does sound like the barn owner is gonna ask him to move on by April 30th. My only concern is that this now becomes another municipality's problem.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last time too.
Is a little bit more of a
Yeah.
reason to go ahead and issue the citations.
Yep.
We don't know what's gonna happen to the dogs when they leave.
Exactly.
Are 5 gonna get dropped on this road? Are they all just gonna go to a new barn and create
Right.
an issue? We know about it. It's probably time to do something.
Yep. Okay, so,
This doesn't require a motion.
oh, it doesn't, okay. Just,
I just mailed-
wanted to let us know, okay,
I just
great,
thought we should all be on the same page.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is-
perfect, yeah.
There's a potential that it becomes a new story.
Yeah, that's.
Thank you, Ally, for all that you did on that.
Yeah, no problem. Pretty much giving those tickets to Alex to mail in just guarantees that we'll have a hearing.
Sure,
Because I don't remember the date that I wrote those, Alex could tell you, but it's been plenty enough time. If the owner wanted to do it, he would have done it by now.
right. I agree.
Can we stay on animal control and
Sure.
the kennels in general?
Yeah,
Not an agenda item.
Yeah.
But Stowe did join the interlocal agreement last week. They joined at $6,000 a year annually. Now that we have 5 total towns, including us, I'm sending out updated interlocal agreements when they're due to expire or automatically renew. Trying to get all the municipalities to join at $6,000.
great,
Spreads the costs evenly throughout. So Morristown received theirs,
okay,
kind of awaiting their edits.
okay,
But Stowe is very quick to say yes.
great,
So
okay,
we're gonna try to make that whole thing a little more equitable. We won't be shouldering so much of the burden.
yeah,
It's awesome.
right,
Thanks.
yeah.
A
that's
big
great.
change for Morristown was dropping from 3 dedicated kennels to 2. Everyone else has 2. This leaves 3 that are open and floating for use by all the municipalities.
Oh, okay,
So, I've been talking with the town manager over there. He was a little surprised that it was a 20% increase in price and a reduction by 1/3 in the available space.
sure,
But I think our dialogue's been good. And
Okay.
he's understanding the reason for the change, and it's not like there's not going to be an extra kennel to use if they need it.
right.
So stay tuned on that.
Well, and I'm sure we'd always make space if we needed, we'd figure something out, right?
Question.
Great,
Does each town have a different interlocal agreement, or is it like the ambulance contract and the assessor interlocal agreement, where they all sign one document?
Each town has their own. I also sent an updated service contract to the kennels.
oh,
That's a
good,
contract that they had sent us, very ambiguous. It references occasional price changes as they see fit. I'm trying to lock those into more solid numbers. Just in general, clean up the document, so I've sent that over to them. That was about a week ago. I requested follow-up today. I'm gonna try to connect with them this week,
okay,
so we can get that signed as well.
okay, great. Okay. Ally, do you have anything more on the kennels? I see you just came off.
Oh, well, because Alex has something else for you that I gave him when I came in.
That's in the warrants.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
okay,
Ally, do you wanna just give them a quick brief overview of what happened?
Oh, 100%. So, as you guys, well, one of you might know, a couple weeks ago, there was a dog that came into the kennel on a surrender. I do have placement for him. I did try to place him last week with Potter's Angels and Barry. As you know, we utilize them quite a bit. They're very helpful. Anyways, I picked up the dog from the kennels and had him in my car. We made it not even 5 minutes down the road. And he literally defecated on my seats.
oh,
Well, it wouldn't have been such a big issue if he hadn't have stepped in it and got it everywhere throughout my car.
oh,
He's too big to fit in a kennel.
oh,
And otherwise I would have had him in one. But this was the 5th time that I've transported him because we've done the eval at Potter's. He passed, by the way. We've gotten him neutered. I did the GoFundMe for that, which cost the town nothing. And I took him a bunch of other places, doesn't matter. But anyway, so I had to get my car detailed because it was a lot of I'm gonna call it poop. Like it was jammed right in my seatbelt buckle.
Oh, no.
And RT's detailing and more
Yeah,
still got me in
I
on an
think-
emergency to clean it because actually the next day I was headed to Montreal for my daughter's 18th birthday with my car. So they were great. They handled it wonderfully. They cleaned my car. There's no smell, there's no stains, there's no nothing, but there is a bill. So I was wondering if, since I was on town time, if you guys wanted to cover that bill.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
That's not a small bill either, because like I said, it was on an emergency
500.
yeah, oh,
and
but,
it was everywhere. Like he had to take out my seats. He had to tear apart my seatbelt buckles.
I'm glad that you're laughing about it, cause I'm not sure I would have felt that way, but.
Well, it was either laugh or cry. And like I was
Awesome.
telling Alex, I've taken care of dogs for over 20 years and I've never had a dog defecate in my car.
God. So yeah, you're good to go on that, Ally, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and also one more update. We are trying this again tomorrow. I'm going to bring him down to Potter's in the afternoon. I did get him some sedation meds, which I have to run over to the kennel and give him later this evening. So he is well sedated and hopefully does
Good.
not do this again.
Cause you did find him a home, you said?
He's gonna go down to Potter's Angels Rescue and he's gonna work with them for about probably 2 weeks on doing some, light training. He's actually a very good, well-behaved dog. He's just gonna work on some more polite dog interactions.
Gotcha.
But they do have a couple applicants already interested in him.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If that is all, I will hop off.
Okay, you're good to go, Ally.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so we have the municipal grant management, okay. Ooh, speed limit changes.
We skipped over the resolution.
Oh, whoops, grant resolution. Yep, sorry.
So I'm gonna pass this around for your signatures.
Okay.
This just identifies me as the municipal authorizing official
Okay,
for the gears management system. We do have some pending action items that do need to be signed off by April 1st.
that's right. We did this.
The motion to authorize you for something.
Correct.
Yes. To. What's the
This
wording?
authorizes me as the municipal authorizing official for the municipal
For the gears, the,
planning grant and gears plural.
we don't need to sign it. We've signed this before for the last one. actually.
This will make Jen very happy.
Motion was by Blaine to authorize Alex Dollard
I'll make the motion.
by Nicole.
All those in favor? Say if I
Aye.
was saying aye. Opposed, abstained.
Authorize Alex as authorized municipal official for years.
Correct.
We skipped over the American employee follow-up and possible action item.
Oh, something was lost.
That was to do with Mr. Tina. Thank you.
Oh. Okay,
At the last meeting, you had the motion to follow up. I'm not sure if you meant the follow up with detail. We can look at the minutes, because it's,
oh, that was for your rate.
yeah, because you agreed to the rate.
Yeah, I thought we
Sorry.
agreed.
$20 an hour or something.
Yeah, I don't think we needed to do anything.
There was, okay. Motion made by Savannah Joni to hire Bob Tina at $20 an hour as a town employee to work on work with details to follow. With details to follow, that had to do with how much time or money to allocate to him to that position, and I wasn't sure if that detail to follow was gonna be a part of an open meeting with discussion with him, or if it was a behind the scenes something. But you need to determine because some of the budget is for LCPC on the project as administrating, and some of it will be for Robert. You need to determine a maximum budget amount for $20 an hour or a maximum number of hours. So I think that's the details to follow.
Absolutely.
We have two meetings, one tomorrow and one on Thursday.
Okay,
So at the end of that, we'll know better as to, what's gonna be the requirements.
okay.
How it'll all work, the play is gonna be, et cetera, et cetera. So if you wanna postpone that till then,
I think that would probably be better because then you're gonna have more information too. And then it will be a lot clearer. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I feel better about that.
great. I'm
Yeah.
going on to dinner.
I know, I'm sorry. We could have pushed you ahead.
Good one.
Yes, thank you.
I'm also confident that group's ability to manage that.
Very
budget.
confident.
Well,
Yeah.
So 5% is for the administrative cost. I think they can share it with LCPC.
I
yeah.
feel that's exactly.
I'm meeting with Bob in that group
Okay.
Thursday.
Oh, perfect.
So
Okay,
if you guys just wanna close the book on it,
okay,
and let them manage it at $20 an hour.
okay.
I don't really
mean,
feel
stay within
comfortable
budget.
doing that.
Yeah,
I think we need to micromanage it's 5%.
And I'll just communicate to them that they need to stay within the budget.
Yeah,
And if they expect that they're going to go beyond the budget, come back.
yes, and they
Exactly.
will anyway, like
Yeah.
they're gonna keep us up to date.
Okay.
I mean, we're just good about that in general. Okay. The grant resolution. Oh, Johnson Street, you already said Johnson Street, you're doing that,
Yes,
that's awesome,
so that's moving forward quickly.
great,
Hopefully, once we bridge this step, we'll be able to move forward with some RFPs,
great,
which is currently being drafted by Horizons.
okay,
The engineering, we met with Doug from Summit, was merged with Horizons.
yeah,
So the Horizons rep was Will, they're gonna draft the RFP, send it over to us for our review.
great,
Fingers crossed we can get it done this construction season.
great. That would be,
There's been some feedback from the village. They'd like to include some last minute changes to the plans. By all accounts, V-Trans, AOT, the engineers, it's not possible.
oh,
We'd
okay,
have to go back to the drawing board, get all the permits. So I did meet with Brian
Mhm.
a few times on this. Our plan moving forward right now, the changes they wanted was to add a third stop condition or stop sign.
right, they
to
came to
Johnson
us
Street
about that.
extension.
Mhm.
The highway department said, probably not a good idea. V-Trans agreed it would create a
Okay.
hazard at the intersection. Their concern is that it's a quote unquote racetrack. They're coming up Johnson Street around the corner, entering the village at speed. So, you know, what I pitched to Brian, I really want this project to move forward. Doug's been working on it for a decade now.
Yeah,
Let's look at this after the construction's done, and, you know, we'll keep a close eye on it. Maybe involve Roger in the sheriff's department, post a cruiser. Let's get some real data that
Mhm.
supports this, then we'll go back to the drawing board.
awesome,
So,
and they were good with that,
yes,
awesome,
they talked about getting a petition, of
yeah,
course, a third stop sign or a discussion of. It's not gonna be an issue.
okay,
We're just going to evaluate it when it's appropriate and makes
Sure.
sense. We
yeah,
don't wanna delay the project, we want this to move forward.
yeah, it's been delayed long enough,
Yeah, they're amenable to it.
great. Perfect. Speed limit changes. How you coming with that one?
So we didn't have a soft copy of the speed limit changes, so I redrafted the ordinance.
Okay,
I've captured all of the changes. Compiling that, sent off to Mark, we're gonna officially warn it. In the newspaper and do all the procedural things that didn't happen last time.
Great.
So we should be able to conduct those changes with Mark this summer.
I know. The sky is like opening.
Well, so I went through all this, redrafted the whole ordinance, which was
Sorry.
fine. And then Jen was like, oh, silly, like, we have Adobe.
Oh,
Could have just pulled it over, created a new Word document and saved me some time. So she got me up to speed on Adobe. I've never used it before. It's fantastic.
good,
But it was great practice for
perfect. Nicole, did you hear that?
Great.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
only been a year.
I know.
I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of the Johnson Street Extension decade-long project, it's not that long.
Yeah, but still, it's getting done. Oh, and there's a big
Oh.
part. We're gonna be.
Look at the welcome signs. I know, the signs are like going too. Like, look at all this stuff checking off our project list. What are we gonna have to do?
Goodness.
All the projects are getting crossed off. this list here.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Time for me to join.
Get rid of these old ones and look at new ones, but.
Yeah, right.
So I think we're good to order, right?
They are.
Oh, good.
It says they've been ordered and they're gonna be working on it.
Oh,
Meeting.
My
See?
question on that one is, you mentioned something about the site needs to be determined. The people who are designing are also installing, I believe,
oh, yeah.
so. It just need to coordinate that, like if they bring it up, like I didn't expect that we would have the signs on property or in our possession and then. Install, it'd be like they bring them up, they install like one motion, but it's not gonna be like that, just let them know to coordinate.
I think we can
Visits.
flush out those details prior to accepting the signs for sure. We have a general area where the signs are gonna go. I'm in contact with the commander over at the base. and also their real estate property manager for the state garden properties. They gave us a conditional yes, we support this. Once you determine exactly where the sign's gonna go, let us know. Cool. But all of their parameters that they wanted us to meet, it's not gonna be an issue.
Great.
Do they need to get a zoning permit? Just put on your radar.
Yeah,
We don't.
we don't.
Or the guard, because they're having the sign erect on their property and they're not owned by the town.
I think the
Not
federal
required.
government really just does what they want, in my experience. But I can pose that question to their real estate manager. She didn't flag it as something that would need to be done.
I was thinking Steven too.
Sure.
Yeah, just put it out there.
We're the town, we can do whatever we want. Did everybody hear that?
Or it'll be on the website for 5 years.
Stephen did mention that they didn't have to acquire any permits when they constructed that building. They just
Oh.
were the federal government replacing this building here.
Oh,
I think this.
Yeah, right.
That's all.
It sounds it, yeah. Oh, okay. Great, well, anything else for us?
We think. Yes, we had a. What they call it, a reboot meeting for the Loyal Valley Rail Trail
Oh,
grant. So we met with all the stakeholders today. We assigned who's gonna be doing what. That project is also moving forward
okay.
very rapidly.
Which I
Oh, we-
never heard back from Susan. And Susan never connected with me about being the Moore Valley. Okay,
I didn't know that, she's on vacation. But still, that's kind of odd. though.
another week.
Yeah. And we did the walkthrough in North Hyde Park, with the engineers. For the scope, starting the scope study of the sidewalks, et cetera, in North Hyde Park. So we did do that, Alex and I and Jen and Dale Potter and the engineers. So,
I guess one more grant update. I met with Ryan. We went through the fire station.
oh,
He
okay.
showed me the plans. I got the architectural drawings. I'm drafting the RFP.
Oh, great.
We did find out that that building has to go through the historic preservation review.
Of course. it does.
There's no data that any of the town buildings have gone through this review. So again, I'm meeting this week to get that on track. See, what the process is, how long it's gonna take. In the meantime, I've drafted the RFP. I've sent out some pre-notifications to some local general contractors in the
Okay.
area. Just saying, hey, look out for this RFP. Here's the architectural drawings, just so we can maybe get some local folks that are bidding on this project as well.
Would be nice.
But that should move forward as well.
And that's for the construction of the addition.
Correct.
For the, yeah.
Me and Ryan were thinking of making the period of performance December 1st of 26.
Okay.
He says he's not in a rush to do this, and we don't want to discourage a local contractor whose schedule's booked out for the next year to not bid on the project.
Yeah,
If Ryan's happy waiting, the grant's satisfied, I'm good with that too.
yeah.
31st or first,
December 1st, 26.
and that's when it'd be done by. hopefully?
Correct.
What's the MERP timeline? The MERP money timeline?
It's in line. with
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
the
So that's December of 31st, I think, of 26, right?
Sort of, there's a waiver process we can go through to extend that. period.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The work has to be started. The hard date is September of 26.
Got it. Okay.
So I think we should be able to move on.
Okay. Making sure that they
Yeah,
go together.
Yes.
great. Okay. Your newsletter? I just had that one thing. That one. Did you get rid of it?
I
It's okay if you didn't. Don't worry about it.
here.
In the minutes, when he's looking up the newsletter.
Oh, yeah, that's how.
Okay, perfect. Did anyone else have anything to add on the newsletter?
I see some other comments, one of them.
Oh.
is, the first article, or what I want to call it, should be a welcome to Alex.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I think that's a good idea. You like start, you can write something, or I could write something, or you can write something. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh,
A couple
yeah.
other little things. Someone asked me the
Think
deadline
about
is.
it.
The deadline for submission, for the newsletter hopefully is the Thursday before the fourth Tuesday. I know, right? Basically, the week before this last select board meeting.
Okay,
I send it out the last Friday of the month, so. Third Thursday of the month, unless it's a weird month.
okay.
Can you put a picture there? Thank you.
We added the union contract. Did you guys make a motion?
No, nope, we need to do that.
That the electrical workers one?
Yes. So Lance, I can't remember if I got you up to speed on this, but so this is the union contract for the highway department.
Okay.
Negotiations started with Nicole, oh, so it's not ready?
I don't like the wording, and I didn't realize it's in there.
Okay, that's okay.
Which part, Mel?
9-2.
Military.
Well, do we want to discuss that in executive or we don't have, we can't actually, because we didn't. warn that.
It just, we agreed on something and didn't say it, so it's not a big deal, it's just.
Well,
I mean, it is a big deal, it just needs to.
be reworded.
Mhm.
Okay, well then we won't. Okay, then we'll wait and you can,
I think that's a good thing to wait.
okay.
Do you agree? 9.2.
What was the difference?
Oh, which project? Oh, yeah.
It's okay, so it needs to be changed. Okay, okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on that the next meeting, but Lance, just so you know, so the negotiations, Nicole and Savannah, I assigned them to work with Ryan from the highway department in their union rep.
Cool.
And they kind of sat at a table back and forth, did negotiations for a few months and then would come to the board. And we would talk about it in executive session because we were doing negotiations.
Right.
And approve or disapprove with what they had decided, and then the final contract comes to us all for signature.
Okay.
But she found something, so we're gonna hold off. And we'll do that. So. Okay, the minutes, did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting? And can we have an motion to approve?
As amended, I added Mary Wells for Savannah's.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for looking.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay, second,
I'll second.
all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
I,
Aye.
Okay, I oppose, abstain. Okay, so guys. Old, new, upcoming, we can get rid of Johnson Street, we can get rid of speed limit, we can get rid of. So listed, the class 4 roads will be the next thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now we're gonna have to take off those dark class 4
Yeah, so that'll
roads.
be the next project. once we're caught up. Getting a list of those and figuring out what we're gonna do. about
what's the plan?
those.
There, so we're gonna have
Move
three.
forward.
No, we just need to look at them and make sure they're all still like where they should be.
And.
There's
fire
three.
department,
Like some of them. that changed.
Hmm.
um, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Nothing more to really said on that, so.
Class 4 roads.
Mhm.
Do we have any roads that we currently maintain that did not make the recent road statute? We do.
That's why
Okay,
this needs to be done and updated
yes.
for that reason, and we maintain some and don't maintain others, and there's just a lot of discrepancies, and Mark, and Ryan can help you, you know, with a lot of the ones that we do, you know, maintaining, et cetera. Yeah, but just kind of one of those projects that's been, you know, sitting out there, and, you know, once in a while, when people come forward, didn't want them to be added or wanted to be maintained better. Need to get it nailed down.
We just went through some pretty expensive litigation over in Albert,
Okay,
over one of these roads
Yeah.
that did not make that ancient roads map.
yeah,
The new standards, I think it was 2015, it had to be on there by.
yeah. So I think,
Better to take that.
yeah, I think we have a handful actually, so, yeah. Yeah,
I have one thing.
sure.
I don't know what this is, but it was on our website
Okay.
and it's very really done, whatever it is.
Okay.
And it was done fairly recently because of signatures that are on it.
Oh, this got revamped.
It needs to be, let me look at it.
So this is on there?
Yes, that's where I got it from.
So,
This is not, like, that's so,
It's like the local emergency management.
Yeah.
Looks like. I
And-
just got an email from Michaela Foodie, who's the Vermont Emergency Management Coordinator for the area. She covers.
yes, I know.
Okay, great. She wants to be involved reviewing this. Sounds like the state's gonna take over a lot of it. So there's changes to the template, so to speak. So
I
also,
was like, some of these people have not even been involved in years.
Yeah.
Why is it's like,
and I think there's an updated one that must be didn't make it to the website.
this is what was on the website.
Yeah, so we'll have to check that. Because I remember that this got updated because there was errors found.
Yeah, but this is what's on there now.
So, yeah, so
I'll forward
let's,
you the email from Michaela and we can set up a meeting.
Sounds
She
good.
wanted to just kind of introduce herself and talk about this process. Get started.
Perfect.
What's Michaela's last name?
Foodie. FOODY.
just like it sounds.
She's the Vermont Emergency Management Coordinator for the region.
Oh, no, this is, I know, Michaela's, the other Michaela I know is from the Red Cross.
Yeah, Michaela just joined the meeting out. She was the Public Safety Director over in Milton.
We all need to sign the rules and procedure. Okay, do we have any other things we want to talk about or any other projects and goals that you guys can think of that we can now add to the list since we're starting to get rid of things that were on our list? And if not, let's start thinking of things that we would like to move forward with.
Well, I think one thing we can add on there
Is
the
the,
town meeting.
Oh.
Driving town meeting.
well, that's, yes, actually, keep that.
I think
on
let's
up.
keep that on there so that it's at the back of our mind and we
Yeah.
can kind of constantly be
And we,
talking about it
and-
and not forget about it to the last minute.
the lady that actually. Minutes.
Yeah, I
That
can't remember her
makes
name.
Joanne. Green.
Joanne Green. She was really wanting to like. She would head up a committee, so.
Lance, do you mind getting me that resolution you guys sent?
And the other thing I was thinking of was.
That's it. I was just keeping
Hyde Park Day,
separate. Yeah,
if we can
Helpful.
put that,
I don't mix it in.
because I really want the town, and I know the community circle too.
Do we have a date for that?
September 13th. I believe it's September.
Oh, that seems early. Must be
Yeah,
just the
usually
way
it's,
it fell.
us- usually
Must be
it's the
way
weekend of my
that
birthday.
Saturdays fell.
September 13th.
Okay, well, if we don't have anything else, then. Oh,
It's on here, just the select board liaisons.
oh,
Just wanna make sure that the list that I wrote is still accurate before I distribute it to the entire town. Say that.
let's double check it. Double check this.
It's on the minutes, basically it's returned to the last page of the packet that I made. Like the last page. Third one.
Does Alex agree? 'Cause he's on there quite a bit. He's just gonna be like, yeah, whatever you want, rolling with the punches. Yes, that's good.
Has anyone heard from Matt about his designation?
For rec,
Yeah.
he's on the rec committee anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, he's head of that,
Yeah, he's fine.
like, outside of the board, he's the head of the rec committee.
Cool.
Oh, good here.
That's okay.
Second, Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained.
Out by 7.
There you go.
That's about it.